So Bitcoin is in a symmetrical triangle, a descending triangle. It doesn't really matter. What matters is the accumulation pattern of the last 4 months is probably sending the prices down to around $4,000. Welcome to our channel. I am Fausto Botelho, transmitting from Brazil. And we're going to take a look some things you can do to eventually increase your Bitcoins while the price drops. So come along. Starting with Bitcoin, I just want to take a look in the long term, and I've talked about that in another English video. But looking at the chart since the beginning of the quotes, that's 2010, we can easily see that we had this first wave 1, wave 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 3, ABC wave 4, and then we started wave 5 when when prices broke $1,000, okay? But that was already when the prices were starting wave 3 of wave 5, because we can easily see too that we had wave 1, wave 2, and in 2017, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we made wave 3 of wave 5, and we're now in wave 4. In wave 4, we have this accumulation pattern that I told you guys about. I've changed to the daily chart already again, and here I've described the accumulation as a descending triangle. I think we might call it a descending triangle because it's actually seeing some support around these levels where bottoms were made the first time in February, second time in April. Here we're probably doing a flag here, a downward flag, and then we're coming down to pick the 4,000 or between 4,000 and 3,000 area. Over here, what we're going to do is that we're going to reach these support line, these support trend line. And what I want to comment is that even though the prices come towards 4, and they could do it around, let's say, next month. See, what I've done here is that I borrowed wave 5 of wave 1. So it's this movement here. I just published a video in Portuguese. Oops, I'm sorry. I've had some comments on that video I just published. So if we borrow this movement, wave, as I told you, wave 1 of wave 1, or wave 5 of wave 1, and we put it here from around $4,000, we would be reaching $100,000 in September. Or the point is, I'm not saying that we are going to be there, we're going to be reaching $100,000 this year. But what I'm saying is, first of all, I think we're definitely going to be going to $100,000 after wave 4 is fulfilled, after the objective of these triangles is achieved. And why is that? Oh, that's there's a very solid argument that shows that as well. And the argument is very simple. Wave 1 and wave 3 were equal. Well, that you can see in this chart that shows the prices since the beginning, 2010. And also, it's a log scale chart, right? Because if you turn it into a linear scale chart, you're going to see this awful chart that you That's what banks have been using to show, and mainstream have been using to show that that was a bubble. It looks like a bubble, right? Only in the linear scale. When you go to log, it's not a bubble. This is just a normal correction, right? So the point is, wave 1 and wave 3 were equal. You know what? Well, that's Bitcoin, right? But first wave 1 is 55,000%. Wave 3 is about 50,000%. So they're technically identical. So if we borrow this percent change and we project from the low of wave 5 that were here in 2015 below $200, we see the prices reaching $100,000. Okay, and as I told you, we can easily reach $100,000 this year. So that's it for Bitcoin. I'm showing you here the possibility of a projection from a situation in which we call this as a symmetrical triangle, and we take the high of the triangle and we project from its vertex, and the vertex it's around here. So we would be reaching 3,800. So that's it. So what to do when in times of Bitcoin going down? What I've done is that I analyzed all these cryptocurrencies here, which are the top 20 something. Okay, so Bitcoin Cash, ADA, Cardano, EOS, Ethereum Classic, IOTA, Litecoin, Neo, Ripple, Stellar, Tron, True USD, which is a pair. True USD, BTC is a pair that Binance Coins started to quote now, and also Bitcoin Gold, Binance Coin, Dash, Ethereum Classic, Monero, Nano, Chain, OmiseGo, Quantum, VeChain, Verge, and Zcash. And out of those, the only one that is worth taking a look is Binance Coin. But Binance Coin, just take a look. I mean, Binance Coin provided us with a beautiful ascending triangle, which has been broken already. And that would be wave 4, right? Because we would have wave 1 here from August last year, right after the ICO, and then we have a symmetrical triangle or a wedge or something in all last year. I'm showing Binance Coin quoted in BTC, right? Look what happened to Binance Coin in December when Bitcoin was falling. We had an oscillation of almost 1,000%. Yes, more than 1,000%. Right. So wave 1, 2, 3, 4. We're heading to wave 5. Wave 5 could go at least, in our understanding, to the projection of the ascending triangle that would be around 0.0063. And that would mean a upward move of around 170% from where the prices are now. So we think it's a fairly good choice for you to exchange your Bitcoins to Binance Coin. And that's because if the triangle projects 170%, I mean, if you enter your a position with your Bitcoins, you might eventually double your Bitcoins, right? Well, I must say that this is not a recommendation. You should do your own analysis. I'm just stating my views on technical analysis. I have a very long experience, more than 40 years, using, teaching, and exploring commercially technical analysis. So these are my views, but do your own analysis, of course. But heading back, there's another, where is that? It's here. There is another coin that, wow, look at this. Isn't this beautiful? Doesn't it looks like? Doesn't it feels like? Let's go buy these asset. Well, this is a coin. This is true US dollar in Bitcoin. As I told you, Binance started to quote this pair, which is true US dollar in Bitcoin. So this, to buy this would be the equivalent for you to just sell your Bitcoins to against Tether, or nowadays against true US dollar. Some of the exchanges provide the pair BTC TUSD, which is true US dollar, or BTC USDT. And that would be a situation in which you would sell your Bitcoins. It happens that psychologically it's slightly different for you to sell something or for you to buy something, even if especially when you're recommending for someone to sell something, it's something people don't deal very good with. But if I just tell the people, well, you might think of the possibility of buying this coin with your Bitcoins, okay, then that fits better in the heads of people not very used to trading in the markets. So I'm just showing here that there's this coin, which is true USD, the pair true USD BTC, which is showing easily, which is showing clearly that he's on a ascending triangle, but that, my friend, is exactly the descending triangle of Bitcoin, right? But the point is that eventually this is coming to this projection here, which is something like 61% upwards. So there is one coin that might go up 61%, and then there's this other coin. There's this other coin which, as I told you, from where it is now could go as high as 170%, right? So there's no question about it. You eventually should think about changing your Bitcoins through Binance Coin and not buying true USD with it. But there is another chart here that I want to show you that would that can solve the doubt about whether to buy Binance coin or to buy a dollar coin, right? And this is the Binance USDT chart. So Binance USDT shows that the prices are have just broken this symmetrical triangle or wedge, right? And they even pulled back to the resistance line of this formation, and they're probably heading up. So that means that Binance coin should outperform the US dollar as well. So I understand there's no question. The coin among the 20 most liquid ones, which is very much interesting, right? You should take a close look to the liquidity of the pair that you're planning to trade, because if you trade small is one thing, if you trade large is another thing. There's the three spots of any investment: security, risk, and liquidity. And so the 20 most liquid in market cap, out of these 20, Binance coin is definitely the one I think you should think of trading in order to try to increase the amount of Bitcoins that you have. So if you're new to this channel, we talk about very simple technical analysis here. but using my decades of experience on the subject. If you like the video, give us a like, subscribe to the channel, and if you want to help us, and if you don't have an account in Binance, please follow the link below in the description to open your account in Binance. You're going to pay the same brokerage, but we're going to benefit from 20% of whatever you pay to Binance, which is going to be helping us. Okay, thank you for now. See you next time.